Hi everyone, so the IA prompt I've chosen is IA prompt number 12, is bias inevitable in the production of knowledge. So let's talk about how bias occurs because every single knowers have their own perspectives, have their own understanding of knowledge. Therefore, the interpretation of the knowledge and the process of spreading knowledge will be instilled with biasness because of their own beliefs and their own values. So when we talk about production of knowledge, we're talking about how we acquire knowledge. Is it like through social media, or is it like the internet, or books, or any other kind of technologies? And one of the core theme, one of the most significant theme in this IE will be knowledge and the knower, because we're talking about issues like the acquisition of knowledge and also like what influences a knower's understanding of knowledge to begin with. So which brings us to my first Tokyo object, my Form 5 history textbook. So basically, as we all know, history is never objective because everyone have their own point of view on a certain event. Because one person may say one thing, but the other will also say a different thing. Because history can be seen from many perspectives. That's why it can never be objective. So bias is unavoidable in this history textbook because there will be stories or there will be things that may be exaggerated or emphasized, because the point of the history textbook is basically to instill like patriotism in the high school students. So the writers want the students to perceive things in a certain way, which proves how bias is totally unavoidable. My second KOK object would be the frequently forwarded fake COVID-19 messages. Well, basically, as you all know, back when COVID started, there was like so many messages circulating around our WhatsApp chats saying that you can cure like COVID with this thing if you do this, if you drink this, eat this, and so on. So basically, the very first person that started it, already have their own stance, already have their own like beliefs towards vaccines, and they're trying to spread their beliefs to other people. That's why they send those kind of knowledge, they send those kind of messages to people. And if people choose to agree, because like obviously the educated people will, if they know it's false, they're probably just gonna ignore it. But for the easily influenced people, then it's very hard to check the authenticity of a message. Like, how authentic is the knowledge in a message? Because when that person sent that message, basically he already instilled his own beliefs in the way he emphasized things, in the way he word things, and that's why that biased knowledge can be given to everyone, I guess. My third and last joke would be the newspaper, I think. Because like, let's talk about newspaper, right? Of how media bias is probably one of the most unavoidable bias that could ever exist in the world. Like how media can totally manipulate the way society perceive a certain issues, like whether or not they want it to be a positive reaction or negative response. The media can totally manipulate that by just emphasizing things in their headlines or the pictures that they choose to put. That's how media can totally like influence the society's perspective towards a certain issue. And that's one of the most noticeable and dangerous bias that exists in our current society right now, because media is capable to manipulate our point of view and probably our opinions towards a certain issue. And it's very hard, like especially in topics like sports and politics, then there's definitely going to be biasness going around, because if the editor is a Manchester United fan, for example, even if like for example Manchester United lost to Real Madrid or anyone else, then they try to paint Manchester United in a positive light, because biases exist. They can choose whatever they want to do, like how they want to highlight, how they want to put certain issues in their news meeting. So what I can conclude from my TOK exhibition would be how it definitely opened up my eyes, like how the current knowledge I have is only like one side of many different sides of a Rubik's Cube. You know those Rubik's Cube, but like with many different sides. Yeah, that one. There's like so many other sides that I need to explore, and it really makes me ponder upon every single time like I gain new knowledge. I'll be thinking, is it objective? Is it neutral? Has it been influenced by any biasness of some sort in the process of me getting it? So it's those kind of things that I have thoughts about, and I think it's a very good progress as in a web. So thank you for watching. Bye. See you in my next video. Lord, if there's any.